Dear students, I welcome you again in grade 10th. Today we are going to start a new session and the name of our session is the communication cycle. So let's begin with our topic. First of all students, what is the meaning of a communication? Basically, communication is a process of sharing information from one person to another. So, in a communication process, one person is a sender who conveys a message to another person, that is known as a receiver. So, when a receiver gets the message, it is the duty that he can send back a response. So, this leads a cyclic process, and this process is known as a communication cycle. So our next one is the what is the meaning of a communication skills. Students, it is very important that we should improve our communication skills. Why? Because communication skills are those skills which are needed to speak and write properly. If a person is able to speak appropriately, then it is very important, then he can also improve their communication skills. So similarly, an effective writer should be able to use written words in various styles and various techniques to communicate with another person. So our next one is the what is meaning of a communication. Basically, the word communication comes from the Latin word that is communicare, which means to share. Now here is an example, like you see in a figure 1.1, it is the process of a communication. You can see that communication is the sharing of information between two or more individuals or within a group to reach a common understanding. Here there is a communication between two peoples, like one people is a boy and another people is a girl. Here boy is asking a question from the girl that where are you going, and the in response she gave an answer that I am going to there. So this is called the communication process. Means if we want to communicate, we should require at least two or more than two persons. So in a communication process, there must be a two person, that one is the sender and another is the receiver. Here a sender is the boy and he asked the question that where are you going, and the girl is the receiver, that he receives the question or a message regarding that boy is asking that where are you going. So communication is a process of sharing information between two or more people through an exchange of thoughts, messages, using the media of speech, writing, symbol, etc. So the communication process involves the step by step process. Now next is the what is the meaning of communication cycle. Here I can divide this into a two diagrams. On the left side, the diagram shows the process of communication, and in the right side diagram shows the elements of communication. Now first of all, we can discuss here that what is the process of communication. Like in the first step, our communication process starts with the sender. Here sender sends a message. In the second step, a sender sends a message and asking a information. In the step third, a channel is used for sending a information like message, face-to-face communication through a telephonic, etc. In the fourth step, receiver receives the message, and in the fifth step, receiver replies to the sender regarding the message. So the fifth is also called a feedback concept. Students, this slide shows you a process of communication or elements of communication. So these are the elements of communication. Now we can discuss here these communication or these elements step by step. Now our first element is the sender. Sender is the one who sends the message. So sender is the person who expresses his ideas, views, information, opinions, message and sends it to the receiver. So it refers to a party who sends the message to another party. This is called a sender. Now second one is the message. Message refers to the information that the sender wishes to convey to the receiver. So it refers to the subject matter that the sender wants to send to the receiver. Now third one is the encoding. It refers to how the sender wishes to communicate the message, like spoken, written language, oral, etc. These are included in the concept of encoding. Now next one is the channel. It is the medium through which the message has to be carried. So communication refers to the channel responsibility for delivering a messages. So there are various types of channels that are available for communicating with different type of persons, like email, SMS, etc. Now next one is the receiver. A receiver is a person for whom the message is intended. So receiver is a party or a agent who receives the message that was sent by a sender. Next one is the decoding. It refers to that how receiver interpreted the message and translates it in own language. So it is a process of transmit the message that was sent by a sender to a receiver. Our next one and important element is the feedback. It is the response that a receiver gives after the message that is received and understood by him. So it is the duty of a receiver that they can inform the sender that he or she can get the message. So basically feedback refers to the response of the receiver to the message of the sender. Now our next topic is the effective communication. That if we want our communication become effective, we should follow these components or these 7 principles. So effective communication can happen if we follow the basic principles of professional communication skills. So these can be abbreviated as 7 C's, like clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete and courteous. So now let's discuss one by one. First one is the clear. It means the message that was sent by the sender to the receiver, it should be a clear. Means be clear about what you want to say. Second one is the concise. Means the message that was sent by the sender, it should be consist of the simple words and only write those things or those matter which is needed. Third one is the concrete. It includes use exact words, sentences, phrases, etc. Fourth one is the correct. Correct means use correct spellings, language. There is no grammatical error in the message that was sent by a sender. Fourth one is the coherent. It means the message that was written by a sender, it consists of the words that should be made sense and should be related to the main topic. Next one is the complete. The information provided in communication should be complete and at the point. So your message should have all the needed information that you must given to the sender. Now last 7 C's is the courteous. Means the sender should be polite and courteous while communicating. So it helps in building a healthy relationship between sender and a receiver. Courteous also includes be respectful, friendly and honest. So if we can use these 7 C's, this can make our communication more effective and more efficiently. Now our main and very important concept is the feedback. Basically, feedback is essential factor in the process of communication cycle. It is the response or the reaction of the receiver to the sender after receiving or understanding the message. So here the receiver becomes the sender and a vice versa. So after gaining the receiver's response, the senders take further action that the communication helps in to be completed to a particular task. So feedback refers to a process in which the audience responds, which enables you to evaluate the effectiveness of your message. So feedback is the final step in the communication, and it plays a very important role in the communication concept. So sometimes a feedback should be a non-verbal, like smiles, sign or other things. So this includes in the oral. So feedback also be in a written form, like you can replying to an email, SMS, chat, etc. So feedback may be a oral or a written feedback. It depends upon the nature and the content of the receiver. So feedback plays a very important role in the communication. Feedback is required to continue the process of active communication. So it should be a written form, or it should be in a oral form. It's totally depends upon the behavior of the receiver.